everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting. I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. This shit in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, and I again. Cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold. Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never self.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we reach Week 15 and we've got a good matchup in store between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. Here's the punter, Braden Mann, set to do the honors, and we are underway at MetLife Stadium. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Here we go, set.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Ready?
Another run here with Sanders. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. John Franklin Myers has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall, and he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Hall again on 2nd down. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Jets at 11-2 now. And they've been flawless these last couple months. Winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit, because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that would be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Play action. Now Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead at 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And the Texans are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on your quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got a tiebreaker, isn't it?
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 55 yards. And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Okay, ready? Rifle, 3-3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to John Ross. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
66. Fully hard.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's got his big tight end here. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. It's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the... The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Wilson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Again, Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here we go. Set, go. Bravo. Check 3. General, fast. Charlie.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Wilson will throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here
comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Jermaine Johnson. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety. So
got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it is 42-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Second and 9 now. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
To throw again is Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Parker, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the corner blitz. And you hate to say it for the rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's taken to the 26. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put in number 1 for what we've seen this.
It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Touchdown, Jets. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Jermaine Johnson, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Okay, great. Recall, 132 fighters.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. It's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stat.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating, and they are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, They want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Back to throw again.
He's got Jordan complete right side.
And able to get this one across the 45 before